Power 2 Pod up for you. I'm Andy, and this is your boy Nick.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I lost my microphone, so I might sound a little different today. And if I look very confused, it's because that microphone should be sitting in this room somewhere, and it is not.
It has disappeared like Brian Kelly at LSU.
Oh! No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I mean, week 9 was pretty fun.
I mean, now it's not just, talking about James Franklin anymore, getting fired.
Right, there's more and more people joining the party. Florida and LSU and maybe Texas now.
There are some, people are getting added to the pile here.
The coaching carousel is a spinning.
It's spiraling almost now.
It is almost out of control.
Which I like.
If Sarkisian leaves Texas for the NFL, like, thing goes off the rails.
They were saying this to be the most coaching vacancies since like 2016.
And of course, this is the 1 year Penn State's in the market for a new coach.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to trade in my James Franklin poster up there.
Yeah, gonna have to go ahead and sign that one out.
I have to rotate that out with whoever they sign.
In due time, we shall find out and figure it out from there. But yeah, Brian Kelly, see you later. That was unexpected, but expected. I kind of said if they lost, like the next time he loses that game, he'll probably get fired.
Yeah, like especially if they lose the way they lost it. Like it wasn't really competitive. A&M blew them out at LSU at night. Like everything was there for LSU to basically like, all right, we're a good team, and no show.
Dropped the ball, as they say.
So,
as they so eloquently say.
Yeah, I think at this point, I don't know about you, if you're to rank open jobs, I think LSU is probably number 1. And then you get the argument of 2 and 3 between Penn State and
Hold on. You're going to want to repeat that.
Yeah, so I was saying, if you were to rank the open jobs right now, I think there's a clear-cut 3, LSU, Penn State, Florida. And I almost think that's the order I would rank them.
Penn State, LSU, Florida?
Yeah.
Unless the Texas job opens up.
That changes everything.
Yeah. I think that becomes priority numero uno then. But I think you could, I think it's 1 in A. You can kind of look at it with LSU and Penn State. I mean, Florida is going to need some work.
Yeah, like they haven't shown since basically Urban left that they can be a legit power.
No, they have not shown anything. And then you watch teams like Miami and Florida State push forward and keep progressing in the right direction, where it seems like Florida's just been kind of stagnant for the past few years.
Yeah, they can't seem, they can't even like get to the place to where you can get over the hump.
They haven't even gotten to the hump.
Yeah, they haven't got to the hump to get over the hump.
Once you get to the hump, then you can go over the hump.
Yeah, well, it'll be a new coach there. And, maybe it'll be James Franklin.
Maybe it will be. You, at this point, you never know, and anything can happen. So, I definitely think that whoever signs James Franklin should, give him the bag, though. Just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Give him about $8.5 million. Because then buyout 0.
Minimum 8, maybe 9. Brian Kelly had 9, so why not give him 9?
All right, so if he signs for 9, does that mean he has to give $500,000 back to Penn State?
Does that mean Penn State makes money?
Wouldn't that be the funniest contract clause ever?
Oh my God, he's got to write a check to Penn State for like $1.2 million or $750,000. It's like, no, sorry, James, that was the deal's a deal.
Speaking of the Penn State job, the tides have kind of changed on that.
It is getting
There's a new front runner.
It's getting interesting, to say nonetheless.
Like I think Brian Rule is finally Matt Rule is finally taking a step back, and now it's Brian Hartline, wide receiver coach, offense coordinator for Ohio State, that's kind of in the lead.
Are we just gonna keep rinse, wash, repeating Ohio State people until one of them works?
Right. Like, well, we can't beat them, so we might as well just take all their coaches and see if we can beat them.
Take Knowles, yeah, and then leave Kelly and Knowles there too. Why not? Or I mean, what's the name? No. Leave Colton Icky there. Yeah, Chip Kelly's going back to Ohio State. I can tell you that right now. I don't think he will be in Las Vegas after this season.
Right, he's going to be looking for a job at least.
Yeah. So that's another coach for the college scene right there. There's one, Chip Kelly.
Right, just run it. Penn State runs it back with Knowles, Hartline, and Kelly, and sees what happens next.
Oh my God! We might as well just change our jerseys to white and red and just call it a day.
The best part is we don't play Ohio State the next 2 years.
Oh, perfect! So it's like we could just hang out in the shadows.
They won't be paying much attention to us over here for the next 2 years.
So Brian Hartline, front runner. I'm not against that at all.
I'm not either, but you just want it because he's never done it. But at this point, the people that are highest in the league, they hadn't done it before either. Dan Lanning at Oregon, he wasn't a head coach before Oregon.
Nope.
Kirby Smart wasn't a head coach before he went to Georgia.
No, yeah.
Him at Arizona State, who's very good. He wasn't a head coach before he got to Arizona State.
Literally all of the above, So there is potential for giving somebody a chance as opposed to just sticking with the concrete person.
I mean, Ryan Day. He was offensive coordinator for Ohio State and moved into head coach. I think that seems to be the trend. Is you can't go find the grizzled vet head coach. The play is to go find the coordinator that is the next big thing.
I don't know if Penn State hired Mike Gundy, I wouldn't be against it.
Bring Gundy back. He's not 40 anymore, though.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
I don't know. I still hold out hope for Urban Meyer a little bit.
What if it was Nick Saban and Urban Meyer? All right, so we're gonna pay them. We're gonna pay $175 million this year for our coaches.
Well, Franklin signs on somewhere. We don't have a buyout,
which is nice.
Free and clear.
Free and clear to make another mistake.
One of our big misses, looking at our picks. So our picks last week, Nick got the edge on me. Went 6-4 to my 5-5. Both kind of pedestrian efforts, though, if we're gonna be honest. It's nothing to write home about.
No, we definitely didn't make money.
But ones we lost, USF getting upset by Memphis was kind of like the big one that we both missed.
That was a ball dropper for us right there. That was indeed a ball dropper.
That and that late Michigan State touchdown against Michigan. We both had Michigan, and that was a backdoor cover by Michigan State.
Yeah, it was. That was. I couldn't believe it. UCLA didn't do any good for me either.
No. But I do think with Indiana doing that against UCLA after, just more doubters keep coming up for Indiana, and every time, like, Cignetti answers the bell, is like, I win. Like, Google it.
Look, as you can clearly see, I show you Exhibit A.
As of right now, like, I almost don't think we need a 12-team playoff.
It's really, what was all this hubbub about 12?
Right, like, you have Ohio State, who's clearly in a different tier. Indiana, who's clearly in a different tier. And Texas A&M, that's clearly in a different tier.
They want everyone to have a chance, okay?
Like, I feel like, but, we said that last year, then Ohio State was like the 7 or, I think they were the 7th seed.
Tulane's going to come out of nowhere. You're going to see Tulane just fly through the playoff.
I think the most impressive team is one that's wouldn't currently be in the playoff, which is Notre Dame.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're technically in, right?
If they win out, I think they'll be in. But as of this minute, I think they're on the outside looking in. Just because they're still sitting there with 2 losses from the first 2 games. But
they've definitely turned it around since then. But yeah, that's such a huge thing on the I can't. My words just fell out of my mouth there. Such a blemish.
Yeah. I mean, they're the biggest rooters for Navy right now because Navy's still undefeated, and that's going to be like the only. Well, they beat USC, but USC is USC.
USC gonna USC.
Where Navy gives them another chance at one of those quote unquote ranked wins if Navy continues to win until that Notre Dame.
A quality win.
Because they don't have many on the schedule. They have the quality losses that the SEC is always looking for.
Well, yeah.
But they don't have those big wins that could pop them ahead of the SEC teams.
Nope. They're just kind of stuck on the outside looking in right now.
But yeah, I think if you look at the other direction, I think there's 2 teams that stand out to me as like being fake good right now. Alabama and Oregon.
I don't know. That Ty Simpson kid is unreal.
He's really good, but that game, you can't play South Carolina that close.
Here's the thing: South Carolina is legit, though. I don't think everybody realizes like South Carolina is pretty legit with Nick Harbor and Lenore Sellers. Nick Harbor runs like a 4.2 40. The kid is unbelievably fast. So
but they don't win this year.
No, they don't. But they were supposed to. They were projected to be up there, and Lenore Sellers, I think, still is in the running for a Heisman. It's just that defense can't do anything this year. They lost a couple big guys on the front last year. One of them actually went to Las Vegas, and so those kids were huge. They were monsters,
and
they just haven't recovered.
Yeah, and Oregon struggled against Wisconsin, who's on their last leg.
That was interesting. It almost looked like Oregon just kind of tripped in that game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Oregon right now, their best win is against a bad Penn State team right now.
Yeah. And that went to double overtime, right?
Yeah, double overtime. Their best win is a double overtime win against a Penn State team that hasn't beat a Big Ten team this year.
Has not.
And
UCLA has.
2 weeks.
Nope.
Right.
Will not. They are below UCLA in the Big Ten rankings right now.
Yeah, like tied for last. Ofer gets you tied for last.
That'll do it. Ain't gonna get you first, that's for sure.
Like, who would have thought November 1st, rolling into Ohio State, Penn State wouldn't have a Big Ten win under their belt yet?
It's a sick world we live in. I'll tell you that right now. It's a sick world.
Everybody had this weekend circled as like the best weekend of college football based on like the preseason rankings. Right, let me see if I can pull it up here. So you had Penn State, Ohio State, which is no longer a big game.
No.
You had SMU, Miami, who were both ranked to begin the year. Georgia, Florida, who were both ranked to begin the year. Texas Tech, Kansas State, who are both ranked to begin the year and are not.
Oh, my God.
South Carolina versus Ole Miss. Both were ranked. Oklahoma, Tennessee, which they're still both ranked, but, I mean, that's a play-in game. Like, whoever loses that is officially eliminated.
Yep.
But, like, this week went from, like, the best, highly touted week of the season to meh.
Just another college football week.
Like, I'm sure it'll provide an upset or two somewhere, but at the same time, it's not the fireworks everybody was expecting.
Not even close, which is crazy. It's not even remotely close to what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, like Penn State, Texas, Clemson, all those, those are top 5 teams that are all unranked, and Texas is barely holding on at 20.
It's just showing you that the NIL is actually making kids, it's making these smaller programs stronger, but I don't think it's ever going to make them strong enough to get past like an Ohio State.
Yeah, it brought parity to like 7 through 25 or 6 through 25, however you want to do the measurement. But like the top's still the top.
Yeah, and they kind of sit there and they hang out.
Yeah, they're in the cool kids club.
Small club and we're not in it.
No. Nope. Won't be in it probably for a couple of years, if we're lucky.
If ever. God, at this point.
Right, at this point, it doesn't look like it might ever happen.
Just grab our legs and kiss our ass goodbye. But we can still believe.
Yeah. I'm still going to watch Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to, but I'm still going to watch.
Okay. Love that.
I'm gonna waste 4 hours of my life watching them get destroyed by Ohio State, thinking about taking their coach.
Just taking another one. Yoink. Thank you. We'll try this one now. See if this one works out better.
See if this works out better than the first try. I mean, we only have 1 strike against us. We got 2 more tries at this.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it going.
We're obviously not Ohtani.
No. Jeez.
You see that game he had yesterday?
Oh my God, he's just unreal.
4 for 4 with 5 walks and 2 homers.
The dude is just an absolute freak of nature. He could have been a Padre.
Right? Could have been whatever he wanted. He just wanted to be a Dodger.
Anyone but LA, dude. Anyone but.
Getting back to football, Big 12's getting interesting with Texas Tech and BYU.
They are. They're still piss and vinegar over there.
Yeah, BYU's still undefeated. Texas Tech just has the 1 loss, and the 1 loss is their backup quarterback. They could be the Penn State of last year, kind of like the surprise team that comes on and makes a semifinal.
It wouldn't surprise me at all with the way that they're playing. BYU's playing at a level that I didn't think they could. What's his name? Bear Bachmeier? Is that his name?
Yeah, you just need Bear. Like, you have a quarterback named Bear.
And his brother's on the team. He's a wide receiver named Tiger.
No way. I did not know that.
Yeah, and he plays. He gets playing time. And so, it's Bear and Tiger.
And they went to play for the Cougars.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like, it's literally Bear and Tiger Bachmeier. And I was like, yeah, well, okay. Dad had a plan.
Right? Dad was on to something here.
Dad was like, this is my one son, Bear. This is my other son, Tiger. People are just like, I see what you're doing here. I see. And he was number 47, and he's the quarterback. It might be the coolest quarterback number I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like, what are we doing? It's like, you remember, who was it for Michigan that was wearing
Robinson.
98?
I think it was Robinson.
Yeah, he's wearing, like, number 98.
That was awesome, too. What was his name? Janelle or something like that?
Denard Robinson.
Denard, that was it.
I love those times because that was back when Michigan wasn't that great and we could beat them.
Fun fact, before NCAA college football, discontinued, he was the last person on the title.
That was and still is my favorite video game.
Always will be for me. Madden be damned. Sorry, Madden. Sorry for all you Madden fans out there. NCAA is king. College football is king.
I still have a PlayStation 3 sitting in the basement for any time I want to go fire that puppy up.
You know they have a new one out. It's pretty legit.
It's okay.
I mean, it's not what it used to be.
You go 10 years without a game, like you get attached. You play a game for 10 years. You get a little more than attached to it.
You just keep running the seasons. You're way past 2025, in that one. We're in 21-25.
Right. Run it the full. I think you could go. Could you go 60 years on that?
I think it's 50 or 60. I couldn't remember.
I mean, I build a wagon over at Air Force.
just these kids are either serving or they're sending. It's one of the two.
Don't ask me. I don't know why Air Force, but I built a wagon over there.
An absolute unit. So, your country thanks you. Uncle Sam thanks you. I used to do that with like Navy all the time in the Army. I always thought it was funny. I was like, we're gonna win a national championship only running the wishbone. All right, let's do this.
Yeah. That's what I was doing too. I was just running the triple option.
If you run it the right way, you cannot be stopped.
Nope.
You can only hope to be contained.
Heisman level or rookie.
Just know when to flip, know when to hold. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to flip them.
Looking at the schedule, BYU Texas Tech play next week.
That'll be fun.
Right. Oh yeah, it's already big noon. Like it's already been assigned big noon.
As it should be. That just
like that's
kind of checks all the dots.
BYU's on a bye week this week, so they can't lose.
No. They'll be getting fresh. I'm assuming Texas Tech
has Kansas State.
Okay, so they're going to have a nice tune-up before it as well. So both teams will be coming ready.
Yeah, that's kind of going to be like the de facto Big 12 championship game right there. It could be.
Could be a preview. That could be a preview.
The only other team kind of in there is Utah.
Yeah, I don't think that Utah's on the same level as BYU this year.
I mean, depending on how that game plays out, I guess, probably Utah could probably slip into that conference title game, but I don't really see them beating BYU or Texas Tech in it.
They're strong. I don't think it's, it's an interesting one. It's going to be one of those ones where, it's, if they play a perfect game, they can because it's a rivalry too. A guy always say you throw the records out with the rivalry.
Yeah. Plus, what BYU already beat them this year, I think.
Was it Utah or Utah State?
I think it was Utah.
Was it the red one or the blue one?
It was the blue one that won.
No,
it was one of those weird games where both teams are wearing their home jerseys.
Utah State though has blue jerseys. So I was saying if it's Utah State or not.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. Let's see. Yeah, they beat Utah a couple weeks ago, 24-21.
Yeah, see, like I said, throw those records out when they play.
Yeah.
That's just a fist fight at the end of the day.
Yeah. Man, Ohio State looks good.
They're looking like they're cooking. That's for sure. That's a huge problem.
Yeah, Ohio State. You look and the Big Ten once again appears to be a step above the SEC, like the last couple of years, with Ohio State and Indiana.
Just being absolute units right now.
Like, you kind of got to hope, like, in the playoffs, they make it, so whoever loses that Big Ten championship game between Ohio State and Indiana ends up 2 or 3, so they don't meet until the national championship.
Right.
Because they very well could be the number 1 and number 2 teams.
Oh, yeah. It could easily end up being, 100%.
Like, I'd hate for us to get, like an instant classic Big Ten championship game where they're super close. and then see them go against each other in the semifinals instead of the finals again.
That would be. The committee needs to be able to work on things like that. You can't let that kind of thing happen.
Well, I think a week from today we get our first committee rankings.
Oh my god. God, the season's flying, even though Penn State's been terrible. It's been flying.
I think it's been flying because we're kind of checked out.
Yeah, it might have. You know what? That's fair. That is very fair. We're just like, all right, yep. Okay, we're done here.
Like, I went to a wedding for the first time on a Saturday in years.
You're growing up. You're getting older.
I'm too old to be told I have to go to a wedding,
But I will go to one, electively.
I didn't really see a big problem with it after we lost to Oregon and UCLA.
You're just like, I'm sorry, I'll check the score on my phone.
Like, can't be that bad, right? It's just Northwestern.
Oh, God, no, please, God, no.
I'm sitting there at the table at the wedding. It's assigned seats, so I don't know who the hell I'm sitting by. I just got my phone up. My head's in my hands because I'm like, this is happening.
Yep, this is happening.
And it did.
This is my nightmare.
Had tears, played it off as, just happy for the bride and groom.
Just glad they're together. Fucking fire, James Franklin.
And then the next day, that's what happened.
Like, oh, my dreams. I didn't even catch the bouquet, but my dream came true.
I'm not getting. Got a divorce. You divorced James Franklin after that.
We finally got rid of him.
We say that now, and then in like 3-4 years, when we haven't made another playoff, we're like, son of a bitch, he was right.
Son of a bitch. Oh man, yeah, probably. I was just trying. No, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, around that one.
It's a dangerous game being played right now.
It's a very dangerous game, on a very tight rope.
I don't think when they started the game they were like, oh yeah, Florida, LSU, maybe Texas, they're all going to hire new coaches too. I don't think that was part of the game plan.
That was not. They did not see that coming, and they're like, "Why are you guys losing? Stop losing!"
They're sitting there. They're the biggest LSU fans in the Penn State administrative building.
Like, oh
right,
my
Kelly,
God.
why do you suck?
What are you doing? You've ruined everything.
There's only a couple jobs out there that you can legitimately make a stand for that's better than Penn State. I think LSU is one of them.
I would agree. And damn you, Brian Kelly. Damn you all to hell.
You couldn't win one ranked game when we needed you to.
Like, come on. Just do us a solid here, my brother in Christ.
That's why I took LSU off the top banner here. Mad at them.
Good. Shoo. Make them shoot. Can't have that.
Week 9 wasn't the most noteworthy, but it was still college football.
6-4. 6-4.
I think that'll do for our recap of Week 9. We'll come back at you Friday with the Week 10 preview, and I'll try to catch up to Nick here in our picks.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a pretty wide gap here. I don't know if you're going to be able to catch up on this one.
Right? You might be too far ahead of me right now.
Yeah, it might be still a little too far gone here, my friend.
All right, that'll do it for us here tonight. Like, subscribe, review, Power 2 Pod. Let's grow this thing and have some fun doing it.